Today we're going to cover 10 useful things you can do with ChatGPT right now. For number one, we're going to get some Italian recipe ideas and then pick the mushroom risotto to get some instructions. You can see ChatGPT generates those ideas and then gives us the instructions on how to actually make that mushroom risotto. Now for number two, we're going to get it to generate us some teaching/coaching stuff. We're going to do a 1-hour math lesson on trigonometry, and then it's going to give us some homework questions as well as example questions and some tips on how to teach the class. We're also going to get it to generate us 1 hour's worth of hockey practice for an elite level youth team. You can see it generates the drills as well as some tips on how to coach the kids. Now, number three is something I use it frequently for, and we're going to get it to generate us a snippet of code in JavaScript to give us the highest number in an array of numbers. Keep in mind this can be used with Excel for formulas as well as other different work tasks. For number four, we're going to do a history lesson on Portugal and what has happened in the past. You can see it generates that history for us, a little brief overview of what happened with Portugal in time. For number five, we're going to use it to draft some documents. In this case, we're going to draft a business plan for a golf simulator place, and we're going to give it some details about the operating costs and the amount of employees that are going to be there, and then it's going to draft us an entire document on the business plan. For number six, we're going to ask it to help us learn French. Now, off the bat, it starts speaking French, but then I correct it and say that I do not know a lick of French, and it starts with the basics with me. For number seven, we're going to use it to plan an itinerary for a trip to Europe. I give it a little bit of details beforehand on how long we're going, and then it generates a nice itinerary with a budget in mind. For number eight, we're going to give it some instructions on writing a poem for my wife for our anniversary, and I'm going to give it a bit of detail about our relationship just so it has some context. For number nine, we're going to get it to give us some ideas on boy names for a child. Now, lastly but not least, number 10, we're going to ask it to give us 10 video ideas for our tech-related YouTube channel, and this one's fitting to the channel. Especially for me. So this is something that I've done in the past to generate some ideas, and you can also do that as well. Now, I hope this video helped inspire you to think of different ways you can use ChatGPT in your everyday life to help make your life easier. Now, ChatGPT is free as of now, but in the future, it may have a cost, so keep that in mind. Don't rely on it too heavily, but right now, it's a great tool to help you throughout your workday or everyday life.